Hi guys! Today we are reading 10 Little Rubber Ducks. After we read this book, we are going to do a project using oil pastels if you have them. If not, you will be using crayons and watercolors. Alrighty, 10 Little Rubber Ducks. Chuckity, chuckity, chuck goes the rubber duck machine. Out pop little yellow rubber ducks, one after the other, one after the other. The little rubber ducks are painted, bills red and eyes blue. Then they are packed 10 to a box, and off they go. So they get them all packed up and then they ship them off. To be loaded onto a cargo ship. "Hello!" calls the captain. The captain and his cargo ship are taking the little rubber ducks across the wide sea to faraway countries. To faraway countries. Suddenly, a storm churns the water into big waves. A strong wind whistles across the sea. Whistles across the sea. A big wave lifts up one of the boxes and throws it into the water. The box opens and 10 little rubber ducks fall out. 10 rubber ducks overboard, shouts the captain. 10 rubber ducks overboard. So one of the boxes fell out. Now there are 10 rubber ducks in the sea. After some time, the storm calms down, and 10 little rubber ducks bob in the big, wide sea. As far as one can see, only water and sky, water and sky. The 10 little rubber ducks begin to drift apart. The first little rubber duck drifts west. A dolphin jumps over it. The second little rubber duck drifts east. A seal barks at it. So we have a dolphin and a seal with 2 of our ducks. Wonder what happens with the rest of them. The third little rubber duck drifts north. Polar bear growls at it. The fourth little rubber duck drifts south. A flamingo stares at it. So right now, all these ducks, they're encountering other animals, aren't they? The fifth little rubber duck drifts to the left. A pelican chatters at it. The sixth little rubber duck drifts to the right. A turtle glides past it. The seventh little rubber duck drifts up. An octopus blinks at it. The eighth little rubber duck drifts down. A seagull screeches at it. I would not like to be screeched at if I was that little duck. The ninth little rubber duck drifts this way. A whale sings to it. The 10th little rubber duck drifts that way, bobbing and floating on the big wide sea. The sun is setting. It's getting dark. As far as one can see, only water and sky, water and sky. What animal do you think this duck is going to end up running into? Guys have any guesses? The next morning, the 10th little rubber duck meets a mother duck and her ducklings. "Quack," says the mother duck. "Quack, quack, quack," say the ducklings. He ran into a duck. At the end of the day, the sun sets again. It is getting dark. The mother duck and her ducklings swim towards their nest. The little rubber duck floats along with them. "Good night," says the moon. "Quack," says the mother duck. "Quack, quack, quack," say the ducklings. "Squeak," says the little rubber duck. The End. So, did you guys like that story? I think it's pretty cute, and I think that our little rubber duck activity is going to be super fun. So in just 1 second, we'll go ahead and get started on that. Hi guys! Today we are going to make another art project. This time Bennett has on a nice little art smock. He's going to keep his shirt nice and clean. Alrighty. Today's project is rubber duckies. We are going to be learning about something called an oil resist. So for the duck, we are going to use crayons. If you have oil pastels, you can use oil pastels, but I know most people probably don't just have those laying around at home.
I have those coats.
Yeah. So as long as you have crayons that are not the washable kind, it'll work just the same. You'll need some paper. If you have watercolor paper, that's great. If not, it's fine. You'll need a pencil. You'll need some watercolors and your water and your paintbrushes. All right, are you ready to get started? Awesome. All right, you can use this.
Where's my paintbrush?
It's in there. It's really small. All right, I'm actually going to use
What do I do?
a black crayon to show you how to draw this stuff so that way you can see it out there. Then it's going to be able to use the pencil. So we are going to start
Why can't I use crayon?
You will whenever you're done drawing it. That way you can erase any mistakes you make.
Okay.
So we're going to start by drawing our ducky. We're going to start, almost knocked the water over. We are going to start by drawing his face. So for his face, we are going to draw a shape. Now, before you guys draw the shape, let's talk about it. What shape is that?
Circle.
Yep, we're going to draw a circle. Did I draw a tiny circle though? No.
This is.
Oh, that's a nice circle, Bennett. All right, now, this is the tricky part. We are going to draw kind of like a letter C.
That's easy.
Just like that. So we have our circle, then we have a letter C touching it. Nice. Next thing we're going to do, we are going to draw a line that's a little curvy up here. So it's coming out the top. Let's bring it down right here, Bennett. So we're going to start here. Wait. We're going to start,
Ow.
oh, sorry. We're going to start right there and go out this way. So you're going to go here and out. All right, there you go. So now we have this. We have our C, and we have this curvy line. Next
look
thing,
like ducky.
well, not yet. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to connect this line up to that line.
Wait. Up to that one.
Oh. We're going to have it come right there. So there you go. And then we can erase away that part here in a minute.
I'll do it.
Oh, just erase this line right here. This one right there. There you go. Now, while he's erasing that, I'll show you the next part. Next part, we are just going to erase we're going to draw in a beak. For the beak, we are just going to draw a sideways V. Oh, nice job. Perfect. Now just erase this part right here. After we draw our sideways V, oh, careful. After we draw our sideways V, we're going to draw a small circle for his eye. Careful, we don't want to color on it. Do you want me to help you erase that a little bit really quickly? So, now we have the face drawn. We have the ducky's body drawn. All that we have left is the wing.
Ow.
There we go. All right, then can you add a little beak and a little eye?
Beak.
Nice, and then have it come back this way too. Perfect.
Now.
Then a little circle for the eye. Nice. Now for the wing, we're just gonna kind of draw like a line.
It's supposed to be black.
We're gonna draw a line inside of his body, just like this. Nice. And then we're going to draw like a smiley face. So it kind of looks like a sideways capital D. Awesome. All right. Why don't, can I see your eraser? I'm going to erase this part for you just a little bit. There, that looks perfect. All right. Once you have your ducky drawn with your pencil, take a crayon and you're going to trace the entire duck with one color. We're going to do this before we color it in. That way we can still see our duck really well. So Bennett, what color do you want to trace your duck with? You're going to just trace over all these lines. What color do you want? So we're just going to pretend like... Nope. We're just going to pretend like I'm tracing over mine with black. When you're tracing, you need to make sure that you trace really slow. Perfect. So trace over all these lines. Wherever you see your pencil line that you did not erase, you're just going to trace the line. So follow it. All right, that's good. Keep going. So we're going to trace over this entire line.
I can't do this.
Oh, yes, you can. Looky, there you go. And again, the reason why we trace over all the lines with one color is because sometimes whenever the kids start coloring, some of them still struggle to color things in really nicely. If you have at least everything outlined in one color, you can easily see everything still and you know what was drawn. Once you have all of those traced, you can color in your duck. Your duck can be whatever color you want. I'm going to make mine pink.
I'm going to do.
We're both doing pink. How cool.
Oopsie, it's falling.
Oh, all right. Go ahead and color in your duck.
I got a bigger one, so I don't take that one.
Nice. Make sure that you're not scribbling. Make sure that you press down kind of hard. Make sure there are no white spaces.
That one's cracked.
Whoa.
I'm going to do horns.
Nice. Make sure you have no white spaces in your duck. If you have any white spaces, whenever we start to paint, it'll get a little bit messed up. So you're just going to color it all in. Yep, you're just going to color all over your duck. Make sure we stay inside the duck because we're going to be painting the outside part.
Look, can I show you something? Watch. It's a circle.
Nice.
And then
make sure when you're coloring, you try to stay inside your lines as well.
look, he's swimming while it's a nice day.
Nice. I wish today was a nice day. Yesterday was really nice. Today it's kind of dreary outside, isn't it?
But we still get to play.
Yep. We're gonna have recess time after this, aren't we?
I think they know. I think they think it's a wheel out class because you get to go outside in wheel out class, not a wheel out class.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna color in my beak orange, and I'm gonna color in my eye
And
black.
we're gonna play quiz, and whoever wins the game gets a Krabby Patty.
Ooh, we're gonna get Krabby Patties after this.
If we win.
What are your guys' favorite snacks at home? What have you been eating during your snack times? Every time I come over here, I eat a few Krabby Patties with Bennett because they are delicious. Delicious.
Done.
All right, you got your duck all colored in? All right, now this is the fun part. We're actually going to be doing 2 different techniques of painting. 2. We're doing the oil resist, and we're going to do something called wet on wet. So for wet on wet, we're going to open up our paint. Before we start using paint, we are going to just paint the paper with some water and just do small sections at a time.
Why do we have to do oil?
Because when we do water first, then when we add our paint, it makes a really neat watery effect like that.
Do we have to?
You don't have to. But the cool thing about this also,
I want mine. Well, my paint's white
right
in
there,
there.
yep. The cool
I'm
thing,
going to use the biggest one.
awesome. The cool thing about using watercolors with crayons or oil pastels, they don't really stick to your duck.
Oh, wait.
So mine has a little blue dots right there. If you just take like a paper towel and dab it,
Do we have
it'll
to
go
paint?
away.
Can we color too while we're painting?
You can color too if you want. I'm going to paint my whole background nice and blue though.
Oh, yeah. That's for baby paint gloss.
Yep, so we're just going to paint it. You're just going to fill up.
Mine's my size, so I want to use it.
You're going to use it. Fill up your entire paper. And again, if you want, you can definitely use a paper towel to blot away those little blue dots that will form inside of your duck. Make sure that you cover your entire paper with paint. So
you don't have to.
Yep, or crayons if you want to still color on the outside some. You can maybe color in some fish and make it look like your duck is swimming around with some fishies, things like that. If you remember the story that we just read, you can draw some different animals from the story, like the whale and the seagull. Oh, goodness. We're having a crayon malfunction here, so.
But that's okay, you can still draw.
You can. You can still draw with broken crayons, can't you?
Or you can use this side.
Nice.
That's what's cool about it.
All right, so
this is the pinkest.
You're just gonna fill up your entire paper, paint it all nicely until you have your beautiful duck drawing. All right, that's gonna be it for us. So, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.
Doot, doot.